Hello, this is Kara from Kara Tarot with a general reading for Monday, September 15th, 2025 with the Craft Felt Tarot and the Mysteries of the Secret Grove Oracle. And today I'm using the Oracle cards to create my spread. So I'm just doing what fits. 4 cards fit here, so that's what I'll be doing. And I've already shuffled and cut these cards. So I'm using the Oracle cards and their topics to create the question. So today, what are we dreaming about? We're dreaming about the 10 of Pentacles. We're dreaming about a full, happy life, a unified family of all ages, enjoying time together in peace and harmony. The next question, it's connections, unity, creative solutions. Alliance is the name of the card. So what alliances do we have or can we create? The 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is usually about leaving things behind. So we can leave things behind that aren't serving us and foster and encourage the alliances, the friends, the family, all of the situations that strengthen us and bolster us and give us our crown. What will we ask for today? This is, right, 13. This is the death card. What would we ask for? We would ask for death. So, no, I don't think we would ask for death. But we would always be asking for transformation. Again, being able to leave things behind, being able to transform those things into more useful, more supportive, and more beautiful aspects of our own life. Now, notice this card also clearly has references both to the Strength card, or she's sleeping with a lion here, and to, I would say, the 9 of Pentacles, which is an appreciation for what you have. So once again, these 2 cards are very much in symbiosis of deciding what are the things you can leave behind, and then the things that you keep, how you can use them, not just keep them to strengthen yourself, but how you can use them to transform things to something even better. And then our action card for today. What are we going to listen to? Paying attention, dialogue, communication. The 8 of Wands. There's a lot to listen to. We have a lot to listen to. There's a lot coming at us. And I think we all know this feeling, is that we have so many options of things that we can take in that important things can get lost in the shuffle. So this directly relates back to this one. Again, this is kind of a core card in this reading. Surprisingly, with this bountiful beginning, the core card is the discernment of what you're going to leave behind. This can be, I personally am on an interesting process of clearing things out. I think I'll do an addendum after I'm done with the reading and talk to you a little bit about that. But with all of these things coming at us, it's like a social media detox. It's what you will pay attention to and what's worth communicating. I know there's so many things, so many messages that are resonant that I want to forward on one of my platforms. And then I think, no, it's overload. I need to be really, like each day, maybe 2, maybe 3 messages. That's it. Because even the people who are following me, they're following other people. And I always try to include every day something that's visually beautiful, something that is positive. Interesting. I didn't even catch this before. This card is facing towards the past, this great foundation that we have, this beautiful foundation. And here she's facing towards the future. And she doesn't appear to be looking directly at this bird. She appears to be looking beyond the bird at the moment. Here she appears to be looking at the bird. This transformation, choosing what you're going to keep and what's going to help you transform. So I love the prevalence of birds in these cards. These cards are one of my most beautiful oracle decks, I think. And then this bright and beautiful and clear, except for this death card, I had to look that up. Bright, beautiful, clear, colorful cards of the Craft Felt Tarot. So those are our marching orders today to use this skill of weeding out and honing as to what we listen to, because we want to circle back. We want whatever we're bringing in, whatever in any form, whether it's listening, whether it's food, whether it's advice, we want all of it to continue to feed and support this in our gratitude for having this. I hope that reading is meaningful for you today. And stay tuned for an addendum about the declutter schedule that I'm working on. Thank you. As promised, here's a little addendum about the one of the methods of cleaning and clearing out that I'm using this month. I saw this on a video, and she does it a little differently, but basically it's really simple. And this isn't my regular calendar. This is an additional calendar that it was one of those giveaway calendars, and I'm just keeping a couple tarot notes in it for myself. But the goal is that whatever you clear out, say you clear out a drawer and you get 5 items, then you color in the 5. Now, on hers, she liked coloring, and so she was using bright colors, and she would color in the whole block. Because I'm doing it on my main calendar where I have a lot of information, I just put squares around the numbers, and when I color in the square, I know I've gotten 5 things that I have thrown out. And I'm doing it with red on my calendar, so I'll have little red squares. And I mean, the goal is to do something every day. But the thing is, like, the first thing I cleared out was a wicker basket that my mother keeps old magazines in. And so that was the first thing I cleared out, and that was 30 items. So right away. The first day that I colored in was 30. So you don't have to do it in sequence. I mean, if you're, and I think the reason not to, I mean, you could aim to do 1 today, 2 tomorrow, whatever. The reason not to is this gives you a really big task here when you don't know what's else is going to happen that week. But the other reason is I think it's easier to like open a drawer, clear it out, and then see how many items were actually cleared out of it, and then fill in that day. And I'm using it as kind of a skeleton that I fill in terms of, like, if I already have 17 filled out and I open a drawer and there are only 17 and I'm done with that drawer and I'm throwing out 17 again, I'll just color in 16 or 18. I mean, it's not, it's not, the point is not that you adhere to every number. The point is that you try to make a habit every day of clearing out some little cluttered area of your life, and then give yourself credit for it. And so that by the end of the month, you can see. Now, yesterday, I happened to have cleared out 3 different things. So I had 3 different numbers that I filled in. And I didn't see this video online until the 3rd. So I started behind the curve, and I didn't start the day that I watched it. So it really doesn't matter. The point is to get it someplace tangible where not only you're marking it down, but then at the end of the month, you can look back and say, wow, I really did accomplish clearing out some things. And personally, I intend to keep this up. It's going to be a practice that it's easy to maintain, and it helps motivate me for, like, yesterday, I cleared out things from under the stairs, because we have this little kind of working area under the stairs that you have to crawl into, literally. So I pulled out about 3 things, went through, out of the 3 boxes and containers that I pulled out of there, I got 2 really nice containers cleared out and 1 box filled with junk. And out of all of that, I kept only 1 item. The rest of it was stuff that not only had I not used in a year, a lot of it were things, they were cords and things like that I didn't know what they went to. And then, so they're useless, because if I needed a cord, I wouldn't know where to even look for those and go through that box. Instead, I would go out and buy it because I'd want to be sure it's the exact right cord. So that's just one example of, so I ended up, yesterday, that was my 30 or my 29 items. And again, when I'm counting them, it's like, do I count each packet? If I have a packet with 5 screws in it that I have no idea what those screws were for, do I count that as 5 or do I count that as 1? I personally counted it as 1 because I was doing a whole box of little itsy bitsy things. Like another thing was little rubber discs that go around like the feet of things. And it was a whole packet of those. And they were so old that they were crumbling. And so, of course, if I really needed those again, something like that, I'd go out and buy it. And there's still plenty under there. Don't worry. I haven't cleared myself out. So anyway, I just thought I would share this particular method of clearing out. And again, the great thing about this one is it leaves you with this colorful or tangible. I mean, for me, I'm marking each one in with red colored pencil. As I said, the other person was filling in a whole square with a color. It leaves you with this colorful, tangible reminder of what you've accomplished at the end of the month. And I might share this with my end of the month video too, as one of the things I did this month. But anyway, for those of you who are interested in decluttering, that's the method that I'm using right now. Happy decluttering.